Hello, friends. I'm happy to come your way this afternoon. Today, on our Life Matters segment, we are going to talk about issues of life. Last week, I started with this very topic and we'll be continuing. Today, I'm going to give you 2 points in addition to the first one I gave you last week. And the first point for today is actually health crisis. Now, this is another area of great concern. As people, health situations or health challenges may be popping up every now and then. You know that our body's system work 24 hours. It means even when we are asleep, our body keeps working. And so there is a need for us to have routine body checks on the organs to see if we are healthy within us. And so it is so important that we keep checking our bodies. Okay, now if it happens that we find ourselves in a health situation, because sometimes aging also can cause a stage of deterioration for us. If it happens that we find ourselves in a health situation, what do we do? Now, some of the recommended solution I've given out here is that first of all, if we find ourselves in a health situation, we should consider lifestyle changes. Okay, and if I say lifestyle changes, it means we should be careful of the things that we take in, especially. Okay, and so therefore we must cut down some of the fatty products, some of the fatty foods that we take in. We must reduce them, and also we must also cut down on sugar cravings. The chocolates, the toffees, the drinks, and all that, we must reduce them because we are aging. We may not need it like the children, and so we should take note on that. And this is so important if we want to consider lifestyle changes. Okay, we should also consider eating healthy diets. So important. We must also do a lot more exercising. We must engage in exercising activities that will help us to keep fit all the time. We must also breathe in fresh air. Some of us, our rooms are too stuffy. Ladies, we have so many things in our rooms. We need to take some of them out, okay? And breathe in fresh air in order to be healthy, okay? These are all important. Sometimes we put blind eye on them, but they are so paramount and essential for us having healthy lifestyle. Okay, and also we must also ensure that we enjoy the sunshine. If you find yourself in the health situation, the health challenges, don't stay indoors. Sometime early in the mornings, try to come out, come and absorb the fresh air, come and enjoy the morning sun. It has vitamins. Okay, so it's so important for us to have them. Okay, apart from considering lifestyle changes, we must also ensure that we seek quality health care. It is so paramount that we seek proper health care. Now, we're seeking proper health care, we should go to proper place where we'll be diagnosed well to know what we are suffering from, and then we start treatment from there. Don't assume that because you are having this perceived symptoms, it means you are suffering from this, so you go to a nearby chemical shop to buy something. No, go to hospital, have proper diagnosis of what you may be suffering, and then let doctors prescribe proper medication towards that. Okay, and please, going to a proper place for healthcare doesn't mean that you should go to private hospitals where they may be so expensive that financially you may not be able to afford. Please, I recommend the government hospitals. Okay, they have good qualified doctors there, so you can visit any government hospitals. But if you want to go to a private hospital and you can afford, why not? You can still go there. But the key word or the key phrase is get quality yet affordable care. Okay, when it comes to health, because it is so paramount. Now, the second point that it is also so dicey to talk about is relationship, marriage, and family life issues. Now, this place is a very sensitive area to tackle, because this place can make you, this place can also unmake you. This very point can make you, this very point can also unmake you. We know that there is nothing so sweet, there is nothing so loving, there is nothing so caring like having a good family life. But then don't forget that some people are also having great nightmares. They are having worse nightmares because they are in a bad relationship, because they are in the bad marriages, and because they are having worse family life situations. Okay, and so although this place can make people feel very comfortable, others are also living very uncomfortable because of the same point. And so it tells us that human imperfection in a relationship can be a major crisis when it comes to life. Okay, so there is a need for us to address this. Now, this relationship, marriage, and life, family life situations have caused some people to have stumbling blocks in terms of their path to having a fulfilled life. Some people would have been way off better if they hadn't been in that bad marriage. Some people would have been way off good if they hadn't been in that relationship. And so please, it is important that we talk about this. Now, some people are so lucky that they are having a wonderful marital homes. Some are very lucky, okay, but others too are living in a hell because they are also in a bad relationship. So we do not want a lot of people to lose their lives. So there is a need for us to talk about it, okay? Because people are losing their life, people are losing their mental sanity because of this particular point. Okay, now if you find yourself in this situation, what may be the possible solution? Now, I recommend that when you find yourself in this situation, the best thing you should do first is to look for the avenues where the problems may be coming from. Okay, look for the loopholes and try to seal them by trying to solve the problem before it gets out of hand. Okay, now if the problem has already come and it is already in a bad state, then I think that you must face reality here and try to begin to take steps in addressing the problem. And in taking steps, what can you do? Now, in taking steps, I've recommended two things you can do. Now, the first thing you can do in taking steps is, first, you must keep every line of communication open. When it comes to challenges in your marriage, you must ensure that every line of communication is open between you and your partner, okay? So that you try to solve that struggling relationship. In a situation where you talk about this problem you are facing and you do not come to a common ground, then I also recommend a second point, which is what? Try to seek help from a counselor. Now, in seeking help, you could solicit from a lawyer that the family may have, or you could also seek help from a pastor, your church pastor, or a pastor that you could just talk to, who could come in to address the situation for you. And if possibly, you can also look for an earthly figure that you can also seek his services to come help in addressing whatever challenges you may be going through in your marital home, in your relationship, in your family life, or whatever situation you may be encountering. Okay, now if you try all these options and nothing good is still coming out, then I think that's the best situation to do if all these avenues are exhausted, is for you to opt out of the relationship. I believe that it's quite difficult, but you must also consider your life first, and consider, if especially in the marital situation where children are involved, if the marital affair had come to a collapse and nothing good can come out of it, then I believe that you should try to come out in order to save yourself a whole lot of problem, or save yourself from a possible harm. Okay, because mind you, some people have lost their lives because they try to stay in a debt relationship. Okay, if your life is being threatened, then I don't think that there is a need for you to keep staying there. Please come out. And please, when we are talking about relationship, marriage, and life, family life issues, we should not consider only women, because the fact is that some men are also abused in their homes. It may not sound so interesting, but it is. And so whoever is involved, be it a man, be it a woman, if your life is being threatened, please come out for the sake of your life, for the sake of your children, and for the sake of your future. I believe that these 2 points have been helpful. I'll come your way next time with the remaining points. Have a nice time. Bye.